We've received great feedback on the Oyabu channel's antique introduction series, and I wanted to share it with everyone. Today, we have another unique, or rather quite unusual iron kettle here. Everyone, do you get this? You know, the temple bell is called a bonsho. The kind where you strike it with a wooden stick like this to make that gong sound. Bonsho no. This iron kettle is shaped like a temple bell. There's an engraving here that says Nambu Hoshodo. Actually, this iron kettle was made by my grandfather. I was fortunate to receive this kettle from someone who owned it. It feels like saying, welcome home, Grandpa. I never imagined that something my grandfather made would return to our factory in such perfect condition, but here it is. Moreover, it's in excellent condition because the previous owner took very good care of it and, well, gave it to us. Well, anyway, even the smallest details are incredibly beautiful. If this were a temple bell, this is where you would strike it, right? Hit the wooden stick here with a go sound. The intricate patterns stand out very well against the background, creating a visually striking effect. And here, it feels like clouds floating gently above us, soft and ethereal. There's this cloud-like design. And this is what we call an arare hailstone pattern. Well, bonsho, which are temple bells, often have many decorative patterns, and here there are two of them. Then there are these lines and sets of 3 arara patterns arranged in perfect balance throughout. It's just the right amount. Not too many, not too few. At the bottom part, I believe this is an arabesque pattern. Arabesque patterns symbolize continuity, like something that continues endlessly. It represents something without end with continuity. And here, there's also a somewhat stylish design that catches the eye. The aesthetic elements blend together nicely. Well, when expressing lines like these, artists do indeed think about it, don't they? Like, how should I do this? Here it forms an X pattern, but they could have just made straight lines all the way through. They probably felt like trying to do it this way instead of the alternative approach. Looking intently at these places, you start to feel something as a demon king. And this vine made by a skilled vine craftsman, if you trace the delicate lines here, you can see how perfectly well balanced it is throughout the entire design. This is 100% handmade. It forms an extremely beautiful curve like this. If you were to actually measure it precisely, you might find that it's slightly asymmetrical, but that small imperfection is exactly what makes it so irresistibly good. The charm lies in these subtle irregularities. At first glance, it still draws a beautiful circle. Please take a look at this lid. It's quite interesting. I think it's a double dragon design. And finally, let's look at the spout. It's like a swan's neck. It's also called a crane neck. There's a reservoir and the spout extends out sharply, which makes for excellent pouring. That's what it is. The water collects here, and when you pour and then slightly pull back, the water cuts off cleanly. Now that I am at this age, I realize that I have gone through a wide variety of experiences, some of them quite unusual, others remarkable or even eccentric. However, as time goes by, I find myself becoming more and more captivated by the greatness and extraordinary qualities of the past. The characteristic of our factory is that we have the freedom to create whatever we want. That's our company culture. We continuously present new things to the world, gather feedback, and incorporate it into our craftsmanship. Additionally, conversely, our factory is abundantly blessed with many such old items. If you have the opportunity, please come to our factory to see these old items as well as the new ones. I was able to introduce this temple bell-shaped Nambu iron kettle, made by my grandfather and by Furanari. For example, if someone says they want to watch something on YouTube and drink tea made with water boiled in this, please feel free to come visit us. Would you like to have some tea with me? I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. I look forward to introducing more antique iron kettles to everyone next time, so I appreciate your continued interest. Thank you very much for today.